My name is Kenya and I'm going to tell you about the brain. The weight of the brain is about 3 pounds. 75% of those 3 pounds is water. The breakdown of the brain can be complicated, but when you take it through the structural and the functional organization of the brain and the structural organization of the neurons, then it can't be so complicated. I'm going to inform you about the structural and the functional organization of the brain and the neurons. Let me begin by explaining the structural organization of the brain. Every different structure of the brain works together in order for you to function daily. The hindbrain is included with the medulla, the pons, and the cerebrum. The medulla carries out life-sustaining functions such as eating, swallowing, and your heart rate. The pons connects the upper brain with the lower brain, and it carries messages from the cortex to the cerebellum. The cerebrum is dealing with the balance and coordination. Only reason I can stand up straight is because my cerebrum isn't damaged. It also deals with walking, and it's very essential to you staying balanced and upright. The midbrain is the smallest area of the brain. It's in the inside of the brain, inside of the cerebellum. It controls your visual and auditory systems, what you see and what you hear. The forebrain has the hypothalamus, the thalamus, the corpus callosum, and the cerebellum. The hypothalamus controls your behavioral motivation, such as hunger. When you're hungry, that's your hypothalamus telling you to give the body some juice. And also when you're thirsty. It also controls body temperature. Signals are sent to the hypothalamus in order for you to know, I'm sick, I have a fever, turn the temperature up to kill these, antibodies. The thalamus diagnoses the auditory, tactile, and gustatory information, what you taste, hear, and feel. It sends all the information that it receives to different lobes of the brain. The corpus callosum connects the left and the right hemisphere. The cerebellum, is the largest part of the brain, the big pink squishy stuff you see. It deals with perception, imagination, judgment, and decision. Cindy Schmudler from Brain Anatomy and Function says the brainstem is made up of the midbrain, pons, and the medulla. It's vital for functions and maintaining such as breathing, swallowing, blood pressure, vomiting, coughing, and sneezing. Now, let's move on to discuss the functional aspect of the brain, which is the sensory, motor, and the limbic system.
Mommy.
The sensory system is made up of sensory receptors, and it has subsystems including visual, auditory, somatic, taste, and smell, which is this here. One of the little guys in there. The motor system controls voluntary movement. It has two parts. It has an upper system and a lower system. Basically, the upper system controls the facing up. When you move your lips, that's the motor system. And then when you kick, when you're knowing that you're kicking, that's also the motor system. The limbic system regulates emotions, memories, and different aspects of movement. The hippocampus, which is a major structure of the limbic system, is vital to the storage of recently acquired information. Natalia Ross from What is the Limbic System of the Brain says, storage of recently acquired information is one of the brain's most important functions. Finally, let's crack the brain open and expose the neurons. There are over 100 billion neurons inside of your brain constantly sending signals to anywhere in your body or coming from anywhere in your body to tell you what to do and how to do it. There are dendrites. Dendrites are the small tree-like structures, and they receive the impulses. This is how the cell body right here knows what to do. The soma contains the cell nucleus. It's the cell body. It's in charge of the fire-don't-fire mechanism. The fire-don't-fire mechanism is when something is happening and it has to tell which one to do which action. The axon, which is right here in the purple, is surrounded by a myelin sheath. A myelin sheath is basically a coating of fat to protect it from different things. The terminal buttons at the end are used in the process of reuptake and also to form junctions between different cells. Craig and Robin from How the Brain Works says, the brain is a soft mass of supportive tissues and neurons connected to the different areas of the brain. Now, looking at the structural and functional organization of the brain and neurons, it becomes less complex. Our brains are usually portrayed as the pink, slimy, gooey stuff that only zombies eat, but they really are the central system of the body and is vital for daily function. Thank you.